Bellular dropped another video. Turtle WoW was only the beginning. I did put out a video on my World of Warcraft channel talking about how they hit another private server with the cease and desist. So I don't know if there's been more as well, but we'll see. 24-hour stream possibly next week, potentially.
WoW was only the beginning. Blizzard's crusade just keeps going, and we now have more classic servers shut down.
I spoke about Everlook. I don't know about Ascension.
But with that, we also have even more defiance. Meanwhile, then, Blizzard are funding their legal team with fun new things like this very expensive battle pet that technically costs $75, but there is a little bit more to it. Then, in the actual game itself, incredible news, everyone. The longest quest chain of all time is finally over. But here's the thing. Blizzard forgot to put a reward on it. Oops. Okay, here's the news. All right, so this is serious, simple, and helpful, and I'll get very straight to the point. If you've ever got spam calls, spam mail, or scam attempts, a fairly basic fact is that
I'm just gonna I love that you're getting that bag, brother.
First, it was Turtle WoW. They ignored cease and desist letters, so Blizzard hit them with an utter legal nuke. A lawsuit that alleged Turtle was actually part of a criminal empire, and they seemingly planned to destroy one American team member as their way in. Now, we thought that that was a one-off. Turns out, no, it isn't. That's because now, and with the genuine threat of legal action on the table, Blizzard are sending out more and more cease and desists. One team listened and one team didn't. Now,
I heard that MOP is out right now. I think it's the Burning Crusade is supposedly going to be the next Burning Crusade supposedly going to be the next classic server coming. And then after that, they'll be doing Classic Plus. I don't know how accurate this timeline is, but I do know Burning Crusade is supposed to be next. So I would assume, based on the fact that Burning Crusade is supposed to come out, on top of them releasing a new expansion very soon, is why they're doing all these cease and desist. I don't think it's because they want to, they're like, oh my god, like we're making WoW Classic Plus. I think that's a little bit of cope. You know, launch was a time. Dude, I've never played Burning Crusade. I'm excited to try it. I'll absolutely play it when it drops. When is it dropping? Who knows, but I'll play it.
Everlook was a vanilla progression private server, and they folded immediately. In their statement, they said that the takedown proves something, that Blizzard are, quote, unwilling to accept that many people want to enjoy a World of Warcraft experience that they have failed to deliver.
Yup.
But here's the problem. It was just a vanilla server, much like Classic Era. So that argument doesn't really hold as much water. Now, Turtle got credit for one thing, and that was a lack of visible RMT in botting. That's not true in all private servers. Even just a cursory look at Everlook shows RMT issues, plus a donation store for convenience items. So ultimately, they weren't offering a drastically different experience from Classic Era. Not that that would matter legally, and well, the financial side doesn't really look good. Anyway, Everlook is shutting down. But the team that didn't fold, well, that's Project Epoch. Sort of. They are a promising-looking Classic Plus server, one that Turtle WoW actually felt threatened by, at least if these leaked screenshots are real. There's a lot of drama in the private server scene.
Drama.
Why would they feel threatened? Well, after the cease and desist, the Epoch team is leaving the project. They are going to shut down everything that they, quote, are able to, like the website.
Wait.
But here's where it gets strange. They can't actually shut down the game. Why not? Well, whenever it grew massively at launch, their servers could not handle the demand, and that is where Ascension enters the picture. Ascension is the giant classless WoW project, and Ascension graciously offered to take Epoch in hand and handle server hosting. So, Ascension runs Epoch, and they are not going to stop. And their response was quite bold. They posted that they'll release existing content and that they will then build a new team to continue development. So that's a massive middle finger up.
I'm confused. Are they just not going to get hit with the cease and desist as well? Like, is this not just going to happen to them, or am I missing this somewhere? Like, I don't, you know. So it seems like the Epoch initial devs folded. Depends where they live. I mean, they hit they hit the homies in Russia. Like, I would assume they're going to hit them too. Again, maybe I'm wrong. If they're in Russia or China, good luck suing them. I guess maybe they got Turtle WoW 'cause some people were in the States, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. They clearly are confident enough to be like, well, we'll take it over, we'll continue developing, and then we'll progress it even more. So they clearly feel as if they have some sort of leg up, to do so. So clearly they know more than me about their situation. But that is just insane. That is such a crazy thing, bro. Like, oh my god, like they're really going in on this stuff. Like,
To
okay,
Blizzard, and it's all
all
based on
right.
a full internal roadmap. But yesterday,
It was good, Val. It
players
was good, baby.
noticed something up. That their ping to the servers shot up drastically. From the US and even from Singapore, their ping was going up. Maybe the servers were somewhere the Blizzard could legally tackle, and perhaps now they are not, and that's responsible for their ping going up.
Okay.
That seems to be the case, at least for now.
That makes
Of course,
sense.
Ascension are massive, and they advertise publicly. That means they're almost certainly next in Blizzard's radar. But their problem is this. With such blatant unconcern towards the cease and desists, they're confident that they're immune to really anything the Blizzard can do. You know, jurisdiction and such. So we're going to have to see if Blizzard's legal team can find a way to crack them open. Just like they're trying to crack open Turtle by targeting the people that they can target. Now, considering Ascension can just build a new team to run Epoch, well, maybe the same, quote, illegal criminal enterprise allegation will carry the same weight. Or maybe Turtle, Ascension, and Epoch will just be permanent thorns in Blizzard's side. Either way, their legal team is going to need a lot of resources. And good news, Blizzard are farming sales. Ish. I say ish because, man, I really can't imagine just going and buying this thing overtly. Now,
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know who would buy that. That shit is ugly as hell for $75. Like, straight up, if you buy that, you gotta be dense, respectfully. And I'm enjoying playing WoW. Like, I'm loving this game, and it's bringing back my passion for playing video games. But holy shit, why would you spend $75 on a dog shit little antler like deer motherfucker? It's cute. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Is that what you look like? Did your mother drop you on your head? Like, what? Like 75 on that? Like, damn, bro. Collectors? I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like collecting mounts and maybe I could understand mounts, but like companions, maybe it's because I think you're cute, giggle. True. My wife loved mounts and pets. I ended up buying so many for her, but they weren't 75. I mean, look, if my girl, like, if Emily's like, hey babe, can you buy this for me at 75? I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, it is what it is. I buy her Labubu straight up, bro. Labubus are more expensive, son. I bought her more expensive Labubus, but that's because the girl asked for. You know, there's people that do it. No, I'm sure there's people that do it. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I was the type of guy when I would play like a game like a Destiny, I wouldn't really buy many cosmetics. I would buy like maybe weapon skins and stuff. But like, let's say for example, like titles, like, you know, oh, you get a special title if you complete this event or if you do this raid or some shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about a title. Like, this shit doesn't affect me. Like, I don't want this little shit following me around. Fuck him. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But okay, like, yeah, they're definitely farming money, Bellular, but I think it's more also because they're dropping a massive expansion with like a housing system and shit as well. But yeah, sidebar, guys, why is the retail WoW PvP servers like dead, bro? The queue times on those are crazy, by the way. At least at 75, you know, you're getting 9.99 for 50 pulls. Oh, true. I mean, it's better than the gacha game, but still. Well, I don't know if it's better than the gacha game, actually, to be fair.
Now, if I told you Blizzard were selling a $75 battle pet, you'd probably believe me. It's not quite that bad yet, but it's getting close.
I played it.
Although
I'll show you after.
People will have different opinions on this. So the Blizzard Gear Score is running a promotion for the next week, where they're offering the Scruffy Hornfell Snooter for free. Asterix, only with eligible purchases of $75 or more. Now, there's different ways to look at this. The idea of having some sort of freebie thing whenever you spend a certain amount of money is completely normal in so many stores across the world. Obviously, though, with a game like World of Warcraft, it will be framed differently. It will be framed as a lot of money to ask from collectors. Now, you might argue that it's a good excuse to go and buy stuff from the Gear Score, and that's fair. But here's the frustrating part. I think we all know what's up here. Blizzard kind of knows full well that there are people who will buy whatever just to get the pet.
Of course.
Which I don't think is a particularly good experience, especially considering the very high price. And looking at costs in the store, it's quite clearly set at a specific
Dude, imagine buying a World of Warcraft midnight hoodie for $80 when the expansion is $80 with a boost. Like you'd have to be so dented to buy that shit. Like what? Like why? They make that shit on Shopify for $15, bro. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If I ever see a motherfucker wearing an $80 sweater that says World of Warcraft on it, I'm punching them in the back of the neck, respectfully. Like, what? Like that? Bro, go buy the fucking expansion. Like, don't buy the sweater, you dickhead. Go make it for yourself. Like, that's illegal. Don't do that. Like, what? I thought I was able to use my WoW gold to buy Call of Duty and Diablo. Dude, '07. I bought Diablo 4 and it was ass. If you're a broke boy, just say so. You're damn right. I'm a broke boy. I'm not spending $80 on a sweater plus like maybe another 50 for shipping. Are you kidding me? I'm good, love.
One that is slightly too high to just, buy the one item that you want. Most hoodies are $60, many smaller items are 30. It's a standard store practice, it's transparent, but obviously it does work. Now, the tie-in with an in-game item this way has definitely rubbed some people the wrong way. WoW had pointed this out, and they've even got an affiliate link to that store. They noted that it's more expensive than the actual Midnight expansion.
What up, Wade?
And
what up, baby?
Absolutely right. But I think what we're going to see is a continuation of things like this. Blizzard will be applying as much what I'd call standard business practice as they can. They'll try to go as far as they can.
I miss you. Yeah, I hope you're doing amazing. Sorry, but we're just reacting to a video, but I love you. Give me like 5 minutes when this video ends. But what up, brother?
Without compromising the $15 a month thing that they've got going on with WoW. Because if they go
Dark Souls
too
next
hard
Saturday,
and
Friday,
that breaks, then obviously that will be bad for their bottom line. But aside from that, expect more experiments, be it things like this, be it the store bundles that were done along with Trader's Tender, and whatever is going to be coming next with player housing. Next, I've got something that we do not get as often as we'd like, and that is devs talking shop in public. So, Tom Ellis is a senior game producer on World of Warcraft, and he worked his way up after starting as a game master in 2006. So, he knows his stuff, and he's been here for a while. And he posted this gigantic breakdown of why PvP servers are always doomed. It's fascinating. And the short version is that throughout all of World of Warcraft's history, PvP servers were never fully balanced. And even when PvP realms would get lucky and end up close with a 45-55 split, it would never stick. Back in the day, you see, the other faction could stop you from getting to your raid or your dungeon. Raid entrances were basically battlegrounds, and the smaller faction would obviously lose more often. And even if it was only a little bit, it would lead to a cascade, where a guild wouldn't get to raid, so it would go to a different realm, a realm where their faction is on the bigger side, on the winning side. And without that guild, perhaps it would now be, instead of 45-55, 44-56. That makes it harder for others to raid, and soon it ends up being 43-57, and so on. What would happen is the tiniest imbalance would then snowball, and that would lead to a faction exodus. It seems that people in general don't like World PvP when it felt unfair.
They're just pussy, bro. Straight up. No, I'm kidding. I happen to know of a dev who used to work at Blizzard. They don't like to talk about it, though. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. You know what I mean? Balance equals Horde 1. Well, Horde is the objectively the better one. It is what it is. So I don't blame them. Horde is going.
Now, Tom says something interesting happened at the end of the Burning Crusade, and that is that because of fighting over Sunwell dailies, most PvP realms were dominated by just one faction. And as soon as that happens, PvP realms are obviously doomed. So, to fix this problem, they eventually created War Mode. And then, in classic fashion, they made the same mistake right away. You see, initially they made sure that every shard had some alliance and some horde, by spreading everyone out evenly. But horde players are in War Mode more often, so it ended up being massively imbalanced. So to get around this problem, they went for a 40-60 ratio. And that still didn't work. So now, War Mode does everything that it can to make it 50-50.
I'm happy that work is slowing down, man. That's awesome. I miss you, dog. We've been like doing other shit besides gacha because gacha's boring. But yeah, I love you. I appreciate you, homie. I'm excited to play Dark Souls 1 next week. You should be here. I believe we're doing next Friday. I believe. I'll let you know the exact date in Discord.
That means if there's a fight, it'll be even. And this is exactly why Season of Discovery had the forced faction lock at the very start.
Yo, listen, I'll say this. As a new player, when I bought the new expansion, obviously I got a boost. So I picked up my same class that I have now for the boost, which is honestly a waste. I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. I didn't think I was going to level myself to the full max level naturally, but I am. With that being said, I straight up am so lost when I play PvP and the wait times for 20 minutes, but I had so much fun. Maybe it's because this is my first MMO PvP besides Crystal of Atlan, but that's not a real MMO. But I absolutely loved it. And I noticed PvP is really big in Classic, and I'm going to stick with retail for now because I want to get the raid and dungeon experience first. Like, I really want to experience that. We got to get me, Tilly, and a couple other people there. But once I get that and we're going to do the retail expansion, hopefully by that time I won't be dog shit. I think we are going to lock it in on Classic. I do. Will that be your first Souls game? Yeah, it's going to be my first, like, real Soul. I played Elden Ring for, like, an hour on stream once, but you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Do your job. I'm going to ban you. It is what it is.
According to Tom,
I haven't
that
done any
actually
instance,
worked,
no.
quote, stupidly well for being so simple. And in a way, that's not surprising, because often simple things really do work. Now, that's not the only reason why Tom is in the news, because Tom got a little spicy. When I say spicy, I'm referring to the plan to fix some of the MoP Classic Realm issues, and his solution is mega servers. Basically, every server in each region will be sharded together. All PvP servers will become PvE and closed. They'll pick one PvE server, and they will open free transfers to it. And that way, everyone will be playing together on one gigantic realm. Now, in the US, one PvP server will remain open, but they're going to be extremely careful with faction balance, and they're going to do that by opening and closing transfers as needed. As for the EU, well, they don't have any balanced servers, so PvP realms are just done. For non-English realms, they're going to have 3 mega servers, one for the French, one for the Germans, and one for the Russians.
Love the French.
Crazy enough plan. But Tom says that it actually worked out for Season of Discovery and Anniversary. And I'll take the point that it seems to have worked, but my god, that makes for headlines. I will say this. It does kind of seem like cleaning up for the sake of cleaning up, maybe not solving any immediate problems, but hopefully, well, Tom knows something that we don't, and that they actually risks. But personally, I love it when WoW producers get to talk about all of this nitty-gritty stuff. So, you know what? I'm happy to see it. Happy to see the openness, happy to see the honesty. And if I was so perverted that I loved Dementius LFR, I'd be absolutely gutted about the next story. If you're avoiding Dementius and LFR, I really can't blame you, because it's a total shit show disaster.
Yo. I want to do that so badly. Is this not the new raid? Is this not the new raid, boss? Like, I'm trying to get here ASAP, bro. I mean, what am I? I think I'm level 50 something right now. So I got to be level 68 to get the war within, and then level 70 to continue. As the current raid game boss, yeah. I haven't done that far. No. I need to, though. I do think that my character that I boosted could probably do it, but I also don't understand his kit. I need to sit down and actually do it. We wouldn't LFR. We would get people. I'm sure we can get enough people. You know what I'm saying? You're trucking along. I'm excited, bro. I'm just, like, enjoying the journey. I am. I'm fucking with it. You'll fit LFRs for idiots. You'll fit right in. Fuck you, Tillian.
LFR, I really can't blame you, because it's a total shit show disaster.
That raid looks crazy,
and this week,
man.
Wizard may have solved the biggest problem, and that basically is more nerfs to the first phase, and they really are gigantic. The mobs have got half the XP that they used to, and they drop 3 gravity balls instead of 2, so there's just going to be balls for everyone.
Balls.
And finally, Dementius doesn't get any hungrier. That means that standing in any pool is enough to stop you from dying. Then Phase 2 has also got some nerfs. The wall ads have lost 30% health, and you get some more time to touch Xalatath's circles before you die. And then there's one much needed fix for all difficulties, and that is that for some reason, druids couldn't use their flight forms to get around in Phase 2. That meant that they would need to have mounts on their bar just for that one boss. The good news is that Blizzard have finally fixed that up, so druids, you can free up that keybind again. Now here's something absolutely gorgeous. Bayard Wu is WoW's principal illustrator, and he's just built different. He showed off 3 new portraits for Midnight. They're gorgeous. They're renditions of Lorthamar, Leodrin, and Orwena. They're incredible. And his key art has been just the hard carrying the aesthetics of WoW for a while now, and these are brilliant examples. And honestly, this isn't really news. I just wanted you guys to see them. As for the news, well, Midnight Alpha
Is LFR not just like their version of, I don't want to say LFG, but like in Destiny, it's like there was like forums where people would like, match make together. Is that not what it is? Like, am I bugging? I thought baby difficulty. Oh, baby difficulty. Oh, so it's like super nerfed. I thought that was their version of like fire teams and shit. Not super low end. Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a bitch. I wouldn't do that. We'd go balls to the wall. We'd go in there. In the game system for joining raids, yeah, Ethan, difficulty, fuck you. It has an in-game system for joining raids. Got it with randoms. They nerfed the bosses and the mechanics, remove all kill and one-shot hit. Got you. Okay. I mean, I think that's not a bad thing though to have, just because like, to kind of get people to experience it, right? I actually think that's a great mechanic to have. So that way, like, you could understand how it works, and then eventually if you want to go in, and play the real thing, you aren't a little pussy and you can experience it. I think that's really fucking smart that they have that. Genuinely. More games should do that. Like a game like Destiny would benefit from that.
Alpha is probably within
Destiny
the
would also
next
benefit
few
from
weeks.
getting rid
At
of Bungie,
Gamescom, we heard that Alpha was, quote, in the coming weeks. So, well, I suppose, the coming is any day now. And if you want to get ready for that and be caught up with all of the lore stuff that you need to know before then, good news! We made this video exactly just for you.
W. Great video from Bellular per usual. Bro's pretty spot on all the time. You know what I mean? Good fucking vid. Everyone follow Bellular. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to do more and whatnot. It's gonna be a good time. Very happy.